Have you ever wondered how big companies control who can log into their routers? In today's video, I'll show you how to configure AAA authentication using a Radius server in Packet Tracer. First, we create our lab topology. We take one router, one switch, one Radius server, and one PC. All devices are connected using straight cables. The switch is only used for connectivity. No configuration needed here. Now we assign IP addresses. The router will use IP 192.168.10.1. The Radius server will use 10.2 and the PC will use 10.3. All devices are in same network so they can communicate. Before moving ahead, we must check connectivity. From the PC, we ping the router and Radius server. If ping is successful, our network is ready for authentication. Now we configure the Radius server. We turn the Radius service on, then we add the router as a client using its IP address. We also configure a shared secret key, Cisco secret. Finally, we create a user with user name user and password Cisco. Now we move to the router. First, we enable AAA using the AA new model command. This allows the router to use external authentication server like Radius. Next, we tell the router where the Radius server is located. We configure the server IP address and the same shared secret key. This key must match the Radius server exactly. Now, we create an authentication list. This list, if the Radius server is not reachable, the router can fall back to local login. Next, we apply the authentication list to VTY lines. This means Telnet access will now require Radius authentication. Only users verified by the Radius server can log in. Finally, we test the configuration. From the PC, we telnet to the router. We enter the username and password stored on Radius server. If the credentials are correct, login is successful. This is how AA authentication using Radius work in real network. Instead of shorting user on every router, we use one centralized server.